everyone. Today's video I'll be showing you how I did this manicure using the E.Mi water slider decals and their gel paints and Impasto paints. If you want to know how I did the center nail, I have already posted a video using the Nailin decals and adding that gold foil accent on those. And here is my other hand here with a separate design on it. These are easy to use. The only difficulty is really just the time that it takes to get those small details covered with that gel paint. As you can see, those are very tiny, minute details in some respects on some of these. So again, these are simply water slider decals. These are the Nailcrust from E.Mi. You get quite a few. This is a rather large card. You get quite a few designs ranging from small to larger, and you just soak them in water for a few seconds, slide them off the backing and put them on the nail, and then trace over it with your gel paints. She does offer quite a few. I've got 14 different patterns here. There's quite a few different designs that you can choose from, and they're all made for painting over with the gel paints. They come in dark gold, light gold, black, and white is your choice for those. So I also use their gel paint sets. I have the City Woman gel paint set. There's 6 in a box. And what I like about them is their Impasto paints. This is the Impasto set, Fashion Texture. They come color coordinated, and that's primarily the reason I bought them, because I really wanted to do the boss relief effect here using the tone on tone, so that's why I got them. I've had somebody ask me, is it really worth it? And the quality of the product makes it worth it. They do make a quality product. The price for the amount that you get, no, they are not worth it. I will tell you that right up front. But I've been wanting these I've been trying to get them really for about 2 years now, and finally I found that their main Czech Republic website, you can actually purchase these and they'll ship them from there. Ordering is a little bit different. It's not as straightforward as most purchasing sites are, but you can get them sent to you. They are 5 milliliter tubes, 6 in a box, and again color coordinated. They run about close to €60 a box, and like I said, to me, not at all worth it for the amount of product that you get. Not really, but I had a little extra cash on hand and I wanted to go ahead and try them, so that's why I bought the boxed sets. The water decals, they were pretty inexpensive. For the amount that you get on each card, it was only about €4 a card, and so the decals I do find were worth it. Shipping, I will tell you, is stupid expensive. I think it cost me €45 for the shipping, but it was expected, and I knew I was going to be paying through the nose for shipping, so I went ahead and I paid it. But if you want to use other decals or even stamps, that is certainly an option. You don't have to use the E.Mi, but I had a request to show people how I did these particular ones. In this sample, I used First Gel water decals, and you can also use stamping if you like. You don't have to use a decal at all. You can simply find a design in a stamp that's similar and go ahead and do that. You can also use the Nailin decals that I showed, this brand right here. These are stretchy decals that you put over the tacky layer of a gel top coat and form those to the nail, and then top coat over it, and you're done. These are really, really easy to use. And in this sample, you can see I used this one right here to trace over for that one. So again, you don't have to use the E.Mi brand, but For the purposes of this video, since I was requested to show the E.Mi brand, that's what I'll be doing. So I'm going to get everything set up here. I'm going to get the paint here on my tile, and we'll get started with applying the decal. It is a little bit different. You don't apply it over just a plain cured gel. You apply it into the sticky layer of the gel. So we'll get that set up and we'll be right back. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and I just put a little bit of the regular E.Mi Gel Paint Nude Look here on my tile. Use my gel brush, and we're going to apply that as our base coat, our base color coat on our nail here. These are nicely pigmented colors. You may find that if you do a generous coat here, you might only need one when you do your nails. All right, once you get a good coat on there, we're going to go ahead and cure that. These do cure for 30 seconds in an LED lamp. We'll be right back. All right, our nail's out of the lamp, and now we're going to apply our foundation. And again, this is just for the sticky layer. You can certainly use a top coat or anything else that has a nice sticky layer. This gel paint doesn't have it, so that's why, I mean, it does have a tacky layer, but it's not as tacky as you need it to move your decal around once you get it onto the nail. So that's why I'm going to put just a little bit of the foundation as if you're top coating the nail. Get a nice even coat, and then you'll go ahead and cure that. Make sure you get all the bubbles and everything out of there. Once you get that done, you'll go ahead and cure that, and we'll be right back. All right, so I'm cut out my decal that I'd like to use on the nail, and we're going to go ahead and just dip that into the water for a couple of seconds. A few seconds is all it takes. Bring that out and blot it on a paper towel. Then we're going to slide it off. And we're going to apply it right onto the nail, right into that sticky layer. And start positioning it where you would like it. That's the cool thing about the sticky layer on the using the decals with the sticky layer from the gel, is you're able to manipulate it around a lot easier, because once that adhesive dries on the back that makes it stick to that card, you're kind of out of luck on whether or not you can move it around after that. So with the using the gel sticky layer allows you to reposition into repositioning it, getting all the wrinkles out. All right, once you get that placed where you would like it, this is where your bonder comes in handy. You will press out any air bubbles too if you see them. You don't want those in there. So this overhang that I have here, I'm going to kind of fold it around just a little bit, and then I'm going to take the bonder and we're going to bring it around the edge, and you see it just kind of dissolves that decal and you can take it off. So take off the excess decal, and now you're ready to go ahead and top coat that. You can use a shiny top coat. However, I found that it was easier to see the design, which you're actually tracing over, using the matte. Plus, I wanted that that visual difference between a matte background and the shiny details that you're putting over the top. So we'll get the top coat on. Now, if you normally do 2 coats of a top coat, you can certainly do that. Alright, so once you get that top coated, we'll go ahead and pop that in the lamp. 30 seconds, actually I'm sorry, 60 seconds for the Luxa brand, and we'll be right back. Alright, our nail is out of the lamp. We have a nice matte finish on that. And now I'm going to take the Impasto Paint, and this is what we're going to use to trace over our design. Just going to put some on my tile here. And again, we'll use our Crystal Nails number 0 brush, and we'll go ahead and trace over the design. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see what I'm doing. Now when you pick up your paint, for most parts of this design, you're not going to need any more than about that much. It's not a whole lot. Just so you know, these are pretty fine line details. It looks like they're bigger on camera because I have zoomed, but they're really not large designs. And again, you'll simply start tracing over your design. If you want to kind of retain that shadow effect, you might want to make sure that you don't go outside those lines. Okay, so periodically I do like to go in and cure these and then continue on, so that's what I'll do. All right, so there we have our finished design. So again, it's not hard as far as tracing over. It's just the smaller details that can take a while to do the design. So I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and leave them down at the bottom. I'll answer them as soon as I can. As always, I do appreciate everyone's support. And until next time, I will see you guys later.